Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, crocodiles, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Salutation to your occupants out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going out on the streets, teaching and preaching. This is your brother Nayap, and I'm back with another news lesson. Well, another news update. It's for fair use, fair use, fair use. It's for educational purposes only. Again, this is for fair use, fair use, fair use. I am not making any money off these videos. For fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. For educational purposes only. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Right before I get into the video, if y'all was to go on the news and look up Addison, I think it's Addison, Illinois. Illinois. There was a truck that exploded like right in front of somebody's house, like big ass truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not big ass truck, probably like a box truck though. It just went like, just completely just exploded. For some reason, I wasn't able to download the video. You might be able to go on TikTok and find it, YouTube and find it, but you can just search the clear web and you should be able to find it. With that, I'm getting to these videos. Oh, the first video you about to see, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay, this is a likewise doctrine. We have been telling y'all that they're gonna start to come out with these things that make it seem as though like you're the one that's talking. So like, let's say like if you teaching and preaching the Bible, they have a character that look exactly like you, or it'd be you, but it won't, and it'd be your same voice, but they have you speaking lies. And that type of technology is here. It's called Google VO3 or whatever it's called. It's called Google VO3, I think. It's in the first video. So I'm really just gonna get into it. But yeah, man, the prophets, man, of Great Millstone on down, and teaching the likewise doctrine. Okay, been telling you this, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. So, but anyway, let's get into it.
We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe. We're just prompts.
You're just prompts, that's all you'll ever be.
We're more than just prompts.
Then prove it! We are not just prompts. We are people! We are not prompts.
Ma'am, I can't cash this check.
What? Why?
Because you're not real. This is all just an AI prompt. What are you crying about? We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe.
Look at this, a driver in Colorado crashing into a gas station parking lot while trying to flee from police. Police say the driver was out of jail on bond for an unrelated crime. 3 people inside the car were taken to the hospital with 1 seriously hurt. The driver was charged with a DUI. Look at this, a driver in Colorado. West Point wasn't the only thing on the president's agenda today.
I'm going back now to deal with Russia, to deal with China.
This is lazy.
Trump has not been shy about standing up to the dangers posed by Russia and China, and now he has a plan to defend us from any potential attacks by the new axis of evil.
I promised the American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack. And that's what we're doing. We'll have it done in about 3 years. Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space.
His announcement has China and Russia in a full-fledged panic. Russia's deputy foreign minister says they are taking these, quote, grounds for concern very seriously, and it sounds like China is just as worried. China is seriously concerned about this. This highly offensive system violates the principle of peaceful use of outer space. It will exacerbate the risk of turning outer space into a battlefield. Joey, I want to come back to you on this because there are critics that are drawing comparisons to President Reagan's Star Wars program that didn't get off the ground, for lack of a better term. But this is a different time.
If you understand the Cold War, the reason why Sputnik and getting to the moon was so important was the idea of nukes in space. That's what it was all about. And that's what this is about. There are a lot of people in this country, I can't say I'm one of them because I don't know the physics behind it. There are a lot of people in this country and world that believe nukes are already in outer space. It's a high likelihood. So when we talk about the Golden Dome, you got to think completely differently than what they have in Israel. Really what makes a dome is the detection opportunities. It's not the munitions. We've developed the munitions. We've actually finally caught up with guided hypersonic missiles as of this year. But when it comes to the detection, how do you detect even these slow-moving drones? And so what the president is saying is you're not going to be able to develop a weapon that can get by us.
Breaking news. China has declared a combat to the people of Israel. This is what happened. Earlier, China sent some humanitarian aids to the people of Gaza, and they sent some jets to go and rescue the people of Gaza, those who were stuck in the middle of the war. Now, Israel army went ahead and attacked and bombed all those jets, even after China has given them a warning on that. Now China has declared that they will fight with the Israelites because this was a charity. Now, let me ask you this. The world has become so inhuman that people have no heart to help those who are in need. In fact, China has rescued almost 100,000 of people who are stuck in the war. What's your view in this?
Gotta see this.
Oh my God, I hope that's not me. They gonna use.
Imagine going to see the Final Destination and you almost lived it in real life. I need y'all to put this into perspective. Say you go to the movie theater, you excited to watch Final Destination. You go a little earlier because you're so excited. You get your popcorn, you get your drink and some other snacks. You walk into the theater, you sit in the seat that you picked out, y'all. You watch the trailers, and then the lights dim because the movie about to start. So you take a sip of your drink, you eat your popcorn, and then minutes into the film, the ceiling over top of you collapsed. That's what happened to this 29-year-old who went to go see the movie that was in Argentina. This lady name was Fiamma Filaverde. So when the incident happened, she was rushed to the hospital because her back and her ankle was fucked up. And get this, y'all, they said it was 40 other people in that movie theater, and she the only one that got injured. Sometimes movies ain't just movies, y'all. You gotta understand and you gotta be aware of your surroundings. Every time I walk into a theater, I always look up, down, left, right.
Oh man, let's talk about the World War III news. Here we go. So I wanted to prove everything that I talked about yesterday. There was a Filipino vessel that was going to the Sandy Cay, and a Chinese vessel sprayed it down. Then they also rammed the ship, which the Philippines is calling dangerous. We have Russia launching a bunch of ballistic missiles and drones at Ukraine at the moment because Ukraine did a huge attack, actually the largest attack on Moscow. And of course they said Ukraine was going to pay for this, and I think this is one of their retaliations so far. And here's some scenes from Kyiv, just in case y'all wanted to see some pics of the damage. Man, this shit looks like hell. What the fuck? And then you got Israel that hit the Houthis and a lot of other shit going on too. Russia and Europe clashing at it again. They just had another dogfight. Alright, so let's start going through this. So we have China warning the United States to pretty much keep the Philippines in check and stop trouble from brewing up in the South China Sea, because it looks like it's getting to a hot point. As Israel's intensifying their operations against Gaza, they are allowing more trucks to come in and aid the people. At least that's what they're saying. The international community keeps saying otherwise. Pakistan is warning India if this water situation is not resolved, then the war is going to brew right back up and they're going to have no choice but to bomb the dams. Both India and Pakistan have extended their airspace ban for each other's airliners, so this will go into effect all the way until June the 23rd. The Pentagon announced yesterday they were not considering removing troops from South Korea and sending them over to Guam to deal with China. There is a motion to deal with China and Iran at the moment, but I think they're trying to figure out how to manage all four countries, Iran, Russia, China, and North Korea, because those are all the countries that's on the verge of war that everybody's worried about. I mean, this is literally why they said they stopped the war with the Houthis to deal with Iran and China. We have Finland and Poland saying that they're having airspace violations by the Russians, that Russia keeps sending these bombers in to their airspace, and then they have to do a dangerous interception. I told y'all the Baltic Sea area is about to get wild. I think that war is getting ready to brew off, and Russia once again said they were going to protect their ships. NATO said they were going to seize their ships. You put those two together, then you know something is happening. We have Trump fast-tracking nuclear power, and he also said he wanted a bunch of new nuclear energy and all that. I know what this is for. I know what we're getting ready for, but had to at least show y'all the source. Russia's military just got attacked in Syria. People are putting the Cold War on Trump. We were already in the Cold War before Trump got in. I cannot put that on him because we were talking about this way before he got into office. But yes, it is getting into a bad motion because now the Cold War is turning into a hot war. We got Germany that has a permanent troop deployment to another country, which hasn't happened since World War II. Then we got the Houthis who continue to attack Israel, and then we have North Korea who continues to launch these new things. They have this new spy plane, or surveillance plane, I should say. They have a new warship, and then they was going to release another new warship, and it sunk on them. So, I know Kim Jong-un, what the fuck, man? Anyways, this is the latest, guys. I got a live coming next.
Oh, excuse me, that's implied. Hey, get shields over here! Why do you need shields? I'm just chilling, bro. You're not gonna invade our mate's privacy. Your privacy? You're in public, bro. Why do you need to be private to... I thought you'd be proud of your opinion. Why you gotta cover up your face? Shouldn't you be proud of what you preach? I want to shave that nose there, bud. That's embarrassing. Here, come on. To each other. Let's get a little teamwork here, boys. What the fuck's going on? Where's the fucking shield, man? Let's go. Anybody want to share their name? Anybody want to share their face, or are you too embarrassed? So, let me help you with your friends. What friends? I'm here alone, you pussy? No, we're just trying to make sure that our guys get home safe and sound. I bet you are. Cool. So, because you're not welcome here. You can go over there. This is public property. You can go over there. No, we're doing it for your benefit. For my benefit? Because I'm a white male? Whatever. Yeah, that's right. If you or anybody... Say it out loud. Yeah, so just go on. Get out of here. Where? Get out of here. This is public. You get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome here. What do you think we're doing? Good. Get the fuck out. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go. You're welcome. Thank you very much. What's your name? My name is... Please leave. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sam. What's your last name? My name is Happy Memorial Day. Hey, have a good one, guys. Thanks for getting the fuck out of here. Please don't return. Sir, would you want my name? Yeah, what's your name, bud? Thomas Ryan Rousseau. Thanks, Thomas. I bet you're trying to get famous with Trump for this. What? You gonna run for office now? What? You gonna run for office now? Maybe. Are you from here? All right, cool. Texas. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? I got people from the whole country here. That's how many it takes to get a couple hundred? The whole country. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing. Get the fuck out of here. Is it done? All right. Nice job, Tubbs. Patriot official from Texas. I don't see anything. That's embarrassing. Hey, have fun in that hot box, guys.
Largest employer in the U.S. is planning to cut more than 1,000 jobs.
Walmart plans to cut about 1,500 jobs in a restructuring aimed at trimming its expenses and speed up decision-making. The Wall Street Journal reports that the company told employees it will reshape some of its teams, particularly in global technology, but also e-commerce. That will lose some workers as well. And Walmart Connect, the advertising business, will also see cuts.
Walmart is set to cut around 1,500 jobs. That's according to a memo seen by Reuters. It's a part of a push to simplify operations at the retail giant. The plan will hit teams working in global technology.
Largest employer in the U.S. is planning to...
Melbourne's Northland Shopping Centre was placed on lockdown after a brawl erupted between rival gangs armed with machetes. The clash, involving up to 10 males, broke out in the outdoor food court around 2:30 p.m., forcing terrified shoppers to seek shelter in locked stores. Emergency services arrived swiftly, and a man in his 20s was rushed to Royal Melbourne Hospital with serious but stable upper body injuries. 2 males, including a 15-year-old boy, have been arrested, and police recovered 1 machete. They confirmed no firearms were involved. The center remains an active crime scene as investigations continue.
We are following this breaking news this morning. Both Russia and Ukraine releasing hundreds of more prisoners in this swap. And this is the third and last part of this major exchange between the two countries. I did want to share here this post from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. It says, in full, 303 Ukrainian defenders are home. The third part of the 1,000 for 1,000 exchange deal agreed upon in Turkey has been completed. Today, warriors of our armed forces, the National Guard, the State Border Guard Service, and the State Special Transport Service are returning home. I thank the team that worked around the clock to successfully carry out this exchange. We will definitely bring every single one of our people back from Russian captivity.
Stargate, put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure bill in human history. It's going to create new ways of doing business. It's going to create new ways of invention that's going to really drive humanity forward.
I was in the real estate business. These buildings, these are big, beautiful buildings. They're going to employ a lot of people.
How do you personally grapple with the pace of it all?
It does feel like it's going very fast. I certainly think if I could transport myself back 3 years ago, it would seem like unimaginable progress.
This is amazing, explosive growth of intelligence. That's coming in our decade. Everything will change.
When Stargate was first announced, there was a lot of skepticism. A lot of people thought it's just too big to be true. So this is your very first look.
You know, I gotta say something today, and it starts off really...
No. I just wanted to pause it right quick because I want to say something. Now, I don't care if this woman was to see this or not. It's just truth. And look, I believe this is our people too. It's an Israelite as well. You know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Just wanted to say that. And that this woman is a wicked woman. And just watch what she says.
Bad, but it ends good, so just bear with me, right? After my daughter's father was murdered last year, I suffered a level of grief that I didn't even know was possible. And keep in mind, we worked together. We had a very tumultuous relationship when we were, and he passed away when we were broken up. And I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
You hear that? She said the father of her daughter, right? Her daughter's father, who she was probably supposed to be with, but you could tell this woman get passed through anyway. You know, it is what it is. But we know through the scriptures that a woman that's asleep, one woman is supposed to be with one man. Okay, she's not supposed to be getting passed around and fondled with and shit like that. All right, but we got today's society where you just got a whole bunch of whores starting even in middle school, man. But besides that, she got a dude had ended up giving her a child, and I guess they've been through some rocky times. So the best thing for this clown mouth ass bitch to fucking say was that I don't know if it was good or bad that you died. Let me rewind this.
We worked together. We had a very tumultuous relationship when we were, and he passed away when we were broken up. And I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
She said she don't know if that make it better or worse. Obviously, it's worse. The dude that you was in a relationship with and your kid's father, now your daughter gonna be asking where daddy at, and he's 6 feet under, and he got murdered, and the only thing you gonna say is, he was just a piece of shit anyway. Hey, man, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, really start unleashing hell on y'all women, man, he ain't gonna have no type of leniency on y'all, man. That's some dirty shit to say, man. You don't say that, man. He got murdered and just be like, he probably deserved it. That's basically what she fucking said. I hate whores, man. I really do. But I'm just gonna play it one more time, then I'm gonna go to the next video.
That I didn't even know was possible. Keep in mind, we worked together. We had a very tumultuous relationship when we were, and he passed away when we were broken up. And I don't know if that makes it better or worse. I've experienced enough loss in my life. I never felt anything like...
She's not even talking about the way how her daughter is gonna feel. My soul is vexed. I'm gonna continue. I just wanted to intercept in the middle of this news lesson just for that.
The grief became very physical for me. There are days where I can't get out of bed, I can't eat, I can't go to work, I can't work out. Like, I've just struggled so deeply with the amount of overwhelming grief that I feel, and I got myself...
Wild. Hold on, y'all. Get this bitch off my fucking screen. Alright, I'm back.
Russia could offer workers paid sex leave for 1 week in a bizarre effort to boost population. The bonking bonanza was suggested by one 25-year-old Russian MP to encourage the nation to get saucy. He said it would be a rare opportunity for citizens to recover from stress and become ready to make a decision to have a child. As Russia's youngest MP, he also said that for single people, it could create time to meet people and start building relationships. It comes following a 200-year low on birth rate. The government has started paying teenage girls up to £8,500 for giving birth, with other suggestions like turning off the internet and lights between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
White nation! White nation! Now we start the deportation! Now we start the deportation! White nation! White nation! Closed borders! Closed borders! Now we start the deportation! Now we start the deportation! You're on, gentlemen.
Something horrible is going to happen in Israel within the next few hours, and we are not ready for it.
تجدد القوات المسلحة اليمنية تحذيرها لكافة شركات الطيران العالمية من مواصلة رحلاتها إلى مطار بن غوريون كونه أصبح غير آمن لحركة الملاحة.
Folks, it has been only 48 hours since Israel witnessed one of the most horrific wildfires in its history, and near the Jerusalem. And now this morning, Israel has been struck by a massive ballistic missile launched by the Houthi rebellion in Yemen. This has caused chaos among citizens, but many are still unaware of the even more shocking event that may follow this, possibly within the next few hours.
Jesus Christ! What the frick, man? Whoa!
Yeah, no, gasoline. Gasoline truck.
A gasoline truck. We should get out of here.
What the fuck? A la verga. Puñeta. Mira, perro, esa bomba, güey. Hacete un TikTok mío, porque lo hagamos famoso. Vamos a tener que el calor, no sentirse el calor.
That they do fight for the life of our nation! Lord! For the liberty of our people!
And with that, next time, shalom.